Remote Northern Territory communities have experienced a 50% turnover of teachers over the last 5 years. As part of the effort to address this situation, Minister for Education, Eva Lawler, recently visited the Aboriginal community of Maningrida to roll out the government's remote teacher induction and mentoring programs.
Today we're here at Maningrida School to deliver on one of our election commitments, but one of our key election commitments, which is a mentoring program for our early career teachers. The second thing, though, is also about having quality, localised induction programs for our schools across the Territory as well. So if you're a new teacher at Maningrida or in any remote community, you soon learn the things that you need to know.
When you come to a new community, it's obviously a very foreign new place, and it's really difficult to just pick out someone to ask, questions you might have. So having the induction process really helps you get a bigger picture of the whole context, understand what places you might be allowed, not allowed to go to, just things that you might have in your head at the time when you come here.
The induction program comes in two parts. The first part is a PowerPoint presentation where we go through all the steps to do with their welfare, the complexity of the community, the different agencies in the community, where they can and can't go. And the second part, I suppose, more revolves around an orientation of the community. Where are the sacred sites in the community? What are the ceremonial places where they shouldn't go?
We help the new teachers to know about the community, the land, the TO, the traditional owners of this land, how we share the ceremonies, and the teaching both ways in our school.
Just to help you build the relationships in any new job, let alone in a new community as well. It's it's vital to have those sort of programs or tools to help you do that, because otherwise who do I ask,
The programs are designed to prepare teachers for the challenges some of them may face living and working in remote Aboriginal communities.
The challenges of teaching in the Territory are around that multicultural, the diverse settings that we have, but particularly the very remoteness of our schools in particular. So it is about English as an additional language. Some of our students, English may be their third or fourth language. So it is complex, but we also think it's the most amazing and challenging place to be, and encourage people to come to the Territory to be teachers, because it is a wonderful place to work. But those complexities in the Territory we're well aware of.
Each school is different, the local context is different, the languages can differentiate, the culture and the social impacts also differentiate across the different communities we have. So having a localised cultural aspect to orientation, I think, is extremely important. If you move from a school like Maningrida across to a school like Ramingining, even though they're very close, they might operate very differently socially, culturally and with their language. So having that social and contextual focus for the orientation for teachers, I think, is very valuable and very important.
We work with the new teachers that each class have assistant teachers. So we have 7 language groups. So the assistant teachers, some of them have a language, and they work with the new teachers just to give them more feedback and supporting them.
Remote communities in particular really benefit from having consistent teachers in the school, consistent leadership. So building relationships is extremely important for Indigenous communities. So having somebody that's in the school consistently makes a huge difference for our kids.
Since we've started reintroducing the cultural induction, it's helped teachers sort of stay in the community a lot longer due to them developing stronger relationships with the community and their students.
Feeling more included, it's not just you come to work, you go home and you don't know anything about the place that you're in. You feel like you're part of the community.
A school like Maningrida that's got something like probably 60, 70 employees here, we do want to keep these teachers here long term. So it is about having a quality program that delivers on that. It makes economic sense for a government as well when you turnover teachers. It's expensive to bring in and recruit teachers, so that's the what's in it for government as an education minister. But as Selena says, it is also about the families, the community, just having those consistent faces to build those relationships, which we know are so important for all of us, but particularly in schools.
The teacher induction and mentoring programs are expected to give first-time teachers greater support and provide consistent, quality education for remote Aboriginal communities in the Northern Territory.